We have confirmed a signing already this transfer window, and it is very exciting. We will discuss this in today's video, whilst going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Alistair Johnston has opened up about what it takes to play for Celtic in the Champions League, stressing that belief and attitude are just as important as tactics. The right-back, who has become a regular in Brendan Rodgers' team, spoke about how players need to carry themselves, especially when facing top European sides. He pointed out that staying confident and keeping your head up even when under pressure can make a big difference. Johnston says that the way a player looks and behaves on the pitch can affect the whole team's mindset. That strong, fearless attitude is something he wants to see both in Europe and at home. Celtic often find themselves as the underdog in the Champions League. The teams they face have bigger budgets and more experience at that level. But Johnston believes Celtic can still compete as long as they show belief and never let themselves look beaten. Even when things are tough, the Canadian international has brought steady performances to the defence and is starting to show leadership as well. His comments give fans a look at the mindset in the squad, with players aiming to match their strong domestic form with better results in Europe. He had this to say: "When you're at a club like Celtic, it's about going out there, no matter how the game is going, chest out, head up, confident. Because I know in the Champions League, when you play against a team like Bayern Munich, you feel like you're on top of it, then you look across and they don't look fazed. How difficult that can be when you're technically the underdog in the match. So it's about us doing that domestically as well and realising that, look, you can win games just on your body language," he concluded. With another Champions League campaign potentially ahead, Johnston's message comes at the right time. Celtic have had strong moments in Europe, but often lacked the calmness and belief needed to see games out. That mental side of the game is something the players are clearly working on. His focus on things like posture and body language may sound simple, but they carry weight on the pitch. When players hold themselves with confidence, it can lift the whole team. Johnston knows what it's like to look across at world-class players and see that kind of belief in action. He's calling for Celtic to show that same confidence no matter the opponent. Whether it's in Glasgow or away in Europe, the message is the same: don't shrink. Celtic have the talent and now they're working on the mindset to match. As pre-season begins and the Champions League qualifiers draw closer, it's clear the squad are taking the mental side of the game seriously. If Johnston and his teammates can carry that belief into Europe, they'll give themselves a real chance. Now for the main story. Celtic have completed the signing of Swedish attacker Benjamin Nygren from FC Nordsjælland, with the 23-year-old arriving for a fee believed to be in the region of £1.7 million. The former Sweden under-21 international becomes the club's first confirmed addition of the summer transfer window, having undergone final checks and agreed personal terms this week. The deal had been in the pipeline for several weeks, with a report earlier this month that talks were progressing positively. Nygren's move comes after a strong season in Denmark, where he notched 16 goals and added 4 assists across all competitions. Out of contract at the end of 2024, Nordsjælland were keen to cash in, with Celtic moving quickly to beat off interest from clubs in Belgium and Germany. A versatile forward, Nygren operates best as a number 10 but is comfortable in a range of attacking roles. He brings creativity and directness, qualities Brendan Rodgers has been keen to add to his side. The Swedish star also featured in the UEFA Conference League last term, catching the eye with a memorable hat-trick against Fenerbahce, all scored with his left foot. With Celtic back in Champions League qualifiers in August and looking to build on last season's domestic double, Nygren offers another attacking option and adds depth to a forward unit that could still see departures before the window shuts. His arrival marks a statement of intent from the Hoops as they continue reshaping the squad for another demanding campaign under Rodgers. In other news, Celtic have reportedly received an official approach from Serie A side Como for winger Nicholas Coon. The Italian side, backed by ambitious owners, are, according to journalist Anthony Joseph, pushing to land 2 wide players this summer, with Coon firmly on their radar. Joseph reports that Como are also closing in on a $17 million move for Jesus Rodriguez from Real Betis, while pursuing AZ Alkmaar's Jadon Adai and Coon to complete their attacking overhaul. AZ have reportedly accepted a £12 million bid for Adai, leaving Coon as a key remaining target. This likely means that if Como sign the pair, they won't go for Coon. The German winger who joined Celtic from Rapid Vienna in January last year for around £3 million is attracting interest from across Europe. Bundesliga side RB Leipzig are also in the frame with renewed interest in Coon amid tactical changes under new boss Ole Werner. Leipzig are said to be shifting away from a wing-back system, reverting to a traditional back four, making Coon a strong fit for their revamped setup. Celtic are understood to be in a strong position with Coon tied to a long-term contract until 2029. While no fee has been agreed, the club is likely to command a substantial sum if they decide to part with the 25-year-old, who has made a quick impact since arriving in Glasgow. With interest heating up, the coming weeks could prove decisive in determining Coon's future at Celtic. In other news, Celtic have been linked with a move for Nantes winger Herba Gerassi, but face stiff competition from Club Brugge and Leeds United for the highly rated youngster's signature. The 18-year-old broke into the Nantes first team last season and quickly established himself as one of League One's most exciting young attacking talents. Born in Angers, Gerassi made his debut in August and went on to score 3 goals in 17 senior appearances. His pace, direct style and ability to take on defenders have caught the attention of scouts across Europe. According to L'Équipe, Club Brugge are considering an approach and could offer up to €5 million for the winger. The Belgian side, who finished second in their domestic league last term, are keen to strengthen their wide options and see Gerassi as a potential long-term addition. Leeds United have also been credited with an interest as they prepare for another attempt at survival in the Premier League. Celtic's interest fits their ongoing strategy of investing in young players who can develop in Glasgow before potentially being sold on for profit. However, Nantes are reportedly holding out for a fee in the region of €10 million, with Gerassi under contract until the summer of 2028. While no formal bid has yet been lodged by the Hoops, time could be of the essence. With rival offers possibly incoming, Celtic may need to act quickly if they want to bring the French teenager to Scotland. The next few weeks could prove decisive, particularly if Gerassi impresses further during pre-season or becomes involved in France's youth international setup later this summer. Lastly, Gustav Lagablikka's future at Celtic remains in doubt. With fresh transfer interest emerging from both abroad and within the English Championship, Portuguese club Braga have reportedly made a €2 million offer for the Swedish defender. Sky Sports' Anthony Joseph has added that a number of Championship sides are also interested. Lagablikka arrived at Celtic in the summer of 2023 in a £3 million move from Elfsborg, but struggled to establish himself in Brendan Rodgers' plans. The Swede made just 10 appearances for the Hoops before being loaned to Dutch side FC Twente last season. He featured regularly in the Eredivisie, making 32 appearances and drawing plaudits for his consistent performances. Despite impressing in the Netherlands, Twente opted not to trigger a permanent deal. Lagablikka has since returned to begin pre-season preparations with Celtic, but the prospect of a permanent move away from Glasgow now appears increasingly likely. The 25-year-old has 3 years left on his deal, but Celtic might cash in if the right offer comes in. Championship clubs are keeping an eye on him, seeing him as a solid option who could grow in value. As the summer window unfolds, Lagablikka's situation is one to watch. Whether he remains part of Rodgers' plans or moves on, clarity is expected in the coming weeks. What are your thoughts on these? Let us know down in the comments section below. Make sure you've liked this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content.